Hey, welcome back to the Ernest P YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and we just got an emergency call out for a fella who's got a hole in his radiator, assumptively. So we're gonna go up there, do a diagnosis. We're gonna get the radiator, maybe a couple hoses, take it up there with us and replace what the problem is. So it's pretty close here, about 10-15 minutes down the road, and he needs his van to get to work later this afternoon and tomorrow. So we're gonna go out and get this figured out for him and see if we can't get it all fixed up. So come along. All right, so here we are with the van here, leaking coolant. So what you'd need to do to test for a coolant leak usually is put pressure on the system with a pressure test kit. What we did here was fill it up with water, and it started leaking out of that bottom corner over there. What you'll want to do is make sure it's not coming out of any hoses. So we checked around this hose, which was on the same side, and it was all dry. And the only other hose going to the radiator here was down here, that coolant return line. So we went ahead and checked around there. That one was completely dry. The only other thing it could be at that point is a cracked radiator. So we are comfortable going ahead and replacing this radiator because you just have those two hoses, and it's most likely, you know, the plastic or the joining down there in that bottom corner, but we can't see it. There's nothing else there, so we know it's the radiator. We'll pull it out and inspect it and put the new one back in. So we're gonna go ahead, we've removed this top here, and we'll pull this out and put the new one in. All right, so we got the old one out. Here's the new one. Well, we'll just compare them real quick. But that old one, when I pulled it off and got a look at it here, you could just see on the seam there where it's all wet, if you can tell. It was just leaking out there out of that seam. So not much you can do for that. I mean, if it were your own vehicle and you wanted to mess with it, you could probably crimp it down. I would not put radiator sealant in there, like stop leak. That stuff just clogs up your engine, clog up your head gaskets, your head, all the little spots in your engine. So don't recommend using that, but you can maybe grab those with some pliers and try and crimp them back down and get a better seal. But I mean, at the price point, it's worth it to just get a new radiator and not have to worry about the headache of it maybe not working and having to pull it out again later. So here's the new one. We'll go ahead and put it back in, same way it came out, pretty simple, and we'll be done here soon. All right, there she is, all finished. We're about to top her back off with coolant. Just packing everything up, but it's got a nice new radiator. Shouldn't be leaking, but I'll put coolant in there and prove it to you. So we'll go ahead and finish packing up and get that coolant out here. All right, all the air's out. We'll go ahead, tighten her back down. These radiators take a lot of coolant. I had several slightly empty jars, so I don't know how much, but definitely more than a gallon. And the moment of truth is no drips. This came out, this was mostly water, but it came out when I pulled that bottom hose. I didn't realize there was still coolant in there. So, looks good, no leaks. So we will go ahead, consider this a job well done. Unfortunately, the only bad thing that happened was I pulled a muscle in my back, so now it hurts to breathe in deep or cough or whatever. So hopefully I can get that massaged out or something. Probably not too big of a deal, but I was laying down, I was going to lay down on the ground. I laid down on my shoulder first. Somehow my back got pinched weird and I breathed in deep or something at the same time, and it's hurting pretty bad, but well, not super bad, it's just real sore now. So anyways, that's it. This is the Ernest P YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, consider liking the video. Thanks for everything. As always, have a good day and peace out.